How you doing, everyone? My name is Nick Siebel with Bolts Clouds. Just figure I'd post a how-to video. You don't see many how-to videos actually giving thorough reviews and how-to, so I figured give it a shot. I'm changing out my cotton on my dot mod 24mm RDA that I purchased from Element Vape. They gave me a really good price on it. Paid $34 for the RDA, and the dot mod, they send coils with it as well. So these are the coils that came with my dot mod. So I figured I'd give a review on it and show you what it has. And I just got a new juice from Victory Liquid. It's called Sunburst. It's in 3 milligram. Interested in to see what it's going to be like. It doesn't give the ratio on the bottle, but I'm assuming it's 80/20. A lot with that brand has been 80/20, because I had the Aftershock line, which is also partnered with Victory Liquid. So let's burn the coil. Just took the cotton out, as you've seen. Burn the coils off. Make sure they get all hot. Alright, as you can see, they're burning pretty evenly. So now to get my cotton, I'm using a Firebolt cotton. I prefer Firebolt because it has, they have a, Firebolt does, they have the ends cupped. You always want to put water on your coils. Make sure you get all the excess off before you scrape it off. Okay, baby, go in there with Papa. Sorry about that, guys. But I just want to make sure everything burns off right. Don't have any excess juice on the coils when I put in some new ones. As you see, burning evenly. I don't know if you can see real quick on that, but everything's looking good. On a pinch, well, you always want to pinch your coils. Make them go all even, because over time they'll spread out on you. So I got them pretty even. So now to put the cotton in. I like the Firebolt because it has a thing on the end of them. So pull it through. Get it even on both sides before I cut it. So I got it even on both sides. So now to cut it, and make sure it's even. Now pull that through. Yeah, we're gonna go night-night. Jake, I'm on the phone. Stop. Just cut that off. Cut off all, and make sure this is even. Always like to fray the cotton, make it flow easier on when you're doing your juice. So I just take my tweezers and spread it out. Got a little bit more on the other end, so need to cut those and make them even. Got a little excess. You always want to make sure you have the same amount of cotton on both sides, so it doesn't burn. So it saturates evenly on both sides of your for both coils. Then you tuck it in. Make sure it's tucked all in. You don't want any cotton outside of your brim. And let's check this juice out. All right. Make sure it's thorough. You want to make sure it's thoroughly covered before you spark it up. Including the coils and the cotton, because you don't want any excess. Because if you don't have the cotton completely saturated, it will burn out on you. Because you want to just fire it up. Just periodically, you don't want to fire too much. Then you put another layer on it, and then you're good to go. So just saturate it one more time around. Let's see what this juice tastes like. Well, I've heard good things about the Victory line. I've had the Aftershock lines, and the Victory line is the premier for the company. So I'm kind of curious what this Sunburst is going to taste like. And it actually came in a little actually aluminum bottle, aluminum case, which is nice. You don't see that very often. But you always want to make sure your airflow is lined up with your coils. And spark it up. That's not bad. Can't quite explain the taste. It's kind of like vanilla sunburst, vanilla starburst. I mean, I'm loving the dot mod RDA though. The dot mod 24 millimeter. It does not disappoint. A lot like dot mod. They're made to last, and they do not disappoint. So if you're looking for a hard-hitting RDA, I recommend the dot mod 24 millimeter. And this is a dot mod 200 watt regulated mod I have. It's nice. Nice and smooth. Good juice. Hope this gave you some insight on how to change cotton. And like I said, I highly recommend the Firebolt cotton. And I will post further reviews on the Victory line as I taste each of the five I got in the sample pack. A little dry already. I mean, dry hits happen. I mean, you can't have a saturated hit every time using an RDA, so key is 3 to 5 hits, then saturate. Especially using dual coils, you have to take the cap off to make sure it's completely saturated. But once it's completely saturated, you're good to go. There we go. And I'm running at 75 watts. I hope this gave you some insight. And if you have any questions, my email's on there. And we have a Facebook group, which is a support group for anyone looking into going from smoking to vaping, or wanting to go from tanks to RDAs, or just have simple questions about how to do setups. We're all here to support as a community, And again, if you need anything, reach out. And I hope you guys like my review. Keep vaping.